Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the channel. So this is day 2 of learning Python, and today first we are going to learn about data types and variables in Python. But before that we have to set up our environment for coding in Python. For that purpose I am going to download VS Code. So I am downloading it for Windows, and it has automatically started to download. It has a size of 150 MBs and it will take 4 to 5 minutes until it gets downloaded. I will pause the recording and we will meet again. Okay, so I have installed VS Code and I have also installed the Python extension for VS Code, and I have also created a file with an extension py for Python language, and I wrote my first line in Python, and I can go here and select run Python file, and it will run Python, and now it says here hello, so everything is working fine. What we have to do now is to go back to our main lectures and select, and we are going to do these topics today. So topic number 1 is how do you declare variables and what are naming conventions to name variables. Okay, so first of all, variable is like a container which stores a value in the memory. So Python variables are like MSN data to. So if we want to declare a variable, we have to assign a value to the identifier, which is the name of the variable, with an equal sign, which is assignment operator. We don't need to use, we don't have to use anything to declare a variable like we would do in C++ and JavaScript. We just have to type the name of the variable and name of the variable equal and write the value on the right side. Like we can do here, name equal hello. So it's a string, so you have to put it in double quotes, hello, like Ali, capital case, age is 20, and height is 5.7, and just like that we can do different, we can make different type of variables and send different type of values in Python. So okay, variable names can only start with a letter or an underscore, not a number, and we can use these letters and underscore in our variable name. Variable names are case sensitive, so these three names are different. So our variable name cannot be a reserved keyword. What are reserved keyword? They are those special words in Python or any programming languages that specify a command or tell the compiler or an interpreter to do some action. So this is the wrong convention to write the variable name in Python. So we have to try this out. First we will run it to check whether everything is okay and everything is sounding okay. What if I put a number at the starting of a variable name, like it is giving a red line like an error. So if you try to run this now, receiving an error, which is syntax error, invalid decimal literal. So if we now run it again, and now it is not giving any error, everything is working fine. So these are naming conventions, like how can we name our variables so it is consistent in our files. And the next thing, that is an advice that we should name specifically to the variables. Like we can also just write it here like age, but we want to be more specific, so we write user age. And another thing is, we should almost every time avoid a single letter variable names. And there is another concept of comments. What are comments? Like we put some code here in the file, it is executable, but if I want to add some notes here, like at the front of this is the height of Ali, and I will run it will give an error because this is not a valid code in Python. But I want to save this line in my Python file as a note for me, and I don't want it to be executable in my file. So what I can do, I can use the concept of comments here. I can put a hash sign behind all of this, so whatever comes after it becomes a comment. Now this will not give an error this will not give an error because this is a comment now, and comments are non-executable. So no errors. So this was a single line comment. And we don't have multi-line comments in Python. We can just type like this is my first Python so I have now learned that I can put a hash sign behind all of this, so this becomes a comment. But is there any way that I can make a multi-line comment? The answer is no. You have to write hash behind all of those lines which you want to make a comment. So yeah, this becomes a group of single line comments. And this was it for this one. Now there are questions. Which of the following is the correct way to declare a variable in Python? So we don't have to use any keyword before the variable name. So this is the correct one. This is correct. So we have to choose the option that is not the correct one. Variable name are case sensitive. Why should you avoid using a single letter variable names? Because they do not communicate the purpose of the variable. So we will check on the answer and everything is okay. So we have learned about different data types like string, number and decimal number and floating point number. We will look into these in detail in the later days, but we have also covered how to make variables, what are keywords, and what are the naming conventions and rules to name variables in Python, and what are comments and how to use comments in our Python program. So yeah, this is it for today. I will see you in the next video.